Trump knew he had COVID. They went into the debate knowing he had tested positive for COVID and put everybody in there in danger. And for the life of me, I didn't understand it on debate night. I don't understand it now. I have no idea why they allowed that guy to bluster his way in without giving him a test.
Right. The Trump team blew in late and said, we don't have time to be tested. So he wasn't, even though the Biden had the candidate and his team were tested. Let's also remember, in the audience that day, the Trump family, none of them wore masks, despite the fact they were required to do so.
The big picture is that they were willing to endanger the life of Joe Biden and his team by having the president attend that event positive.
Meadows has written a book revealing that President Trump tested positive for COVID 3 days before your first debate. Do you think the former president put you at risk?
I don't think about the former president.
Ouch. Talk about a burn of Donald Trump. Hello, everybody. I'm David Shuster, and thanks for joining us. President Biden responded about as well as he could by laughing and ignoring all of this. It's smart of him to stay above everything, particularly since Donald Trump did not infect with COVID. However, for the rest of us, this is worthy of discussion. Donald Trump's recklessness and cavalier actions are being detailed yet again. At the October 2020 debate, in addition to potentially endangering the then 77-year-old Biden, Trump, who was 74 at the time, may have also put moderator Chris Wallace and dozens of other debate staff at risk. Trump also risked spreading the virus to others during a string of interactions he had between the September 26th test and his October 2nd hospitalization. Trump held a reception for families of fallen service members, hosted a gathering of business leaders at the White House, did an indoor news conference, held a campaign rally in Pennsylvania, had a close quarters exchange with reporters aboard Air Force One, and interacted with multiple flight crews on Air Force One and Marine One, the presidential helicopter. All the while, Donald Trump knew he had tested positive for COVID, his chief of staff knew, and his White House physician knew. Chief of Staff Meadows says a second test conducted during that period came back negative, so Trump acted as though he had full permission to press on as if nothing happened. Meadows writes he instructed everyone in Trump's immediate circle to treat Trump as if he was positive. That may have been fine for the Trump family and senior staff, but Meadows never told the Biden campaign or the presidential debate teams. And of course, Donald Trump didn't say anything. Here's the U.S. government's top immunologist, Dr. Anthony Fauci.
Former President Trump's chief of staff, Mark Meadows, says that the then president, tested positive for COVID 3 days before the debate with President Biden. Were you aware of that positive test at the time? And do you think, given what Meadows says, that he put then candidate Biden at risk at that debate?
Well, I certainly was not aware of his test positivity or negativity.
Do you think he put President Biden?
I'm not going to specifically talk about who put who at risk, but I would say, as I've said, not only for an individual, but for everybody, that if you test positive, you should be quarantining yourself.
Donald Trump should have been quarantining himself, but Trump was so eager to keep his campaign going and stay in office, he was willing to risk the health of everybody else. Donald Trump, the most narcissistic president in U.S. history, and we keep learning more, whether Joe Biden wants to think about it or not.